Stoic lessons for mental strength. If you want real mental strength, stop chasing a life with no pressure. Start building a mind that stays steady under pressure. The Stoics didn't become calm because life was easy. They became calm because they trained their attention, their judgments, and their habits every day. They treated the mind like a muscle. It grows through resistance, rest, and repetition. Lesson 1. Separate what you control from what you don't. You control your choices, your effort, your words, and the meaning you give to events. You don't control the economy, the past, other people's moods, or random setbacks. The moment you confuse these, anxiety begins. So when something hits you, an insult, a delay, a failure, ask one question: is this mine to command? If yes, act. If no, release it. Not as weakness, as discipline. You can't steer the wind, but you can set your sail. Lesson 2. Your mind is not your enemy, but it must be trained. The first thought is automatic. The second thought is leadership. You can't stop a wave from rising, but you can stop yourself from diving into it. When anger appears, don't argue with it. Name it. This is anger. When fear appears, this is fear. This small distance is power. It turns reaction into choice, and choice is where strength lives. Lesson 3. Practice voluntary discomfort. Cold showers, early mornings, finishing the last rep, saying no to the extra snack, walking when you could scroll. These are not punishments. They are proof. Proof that you can do hard things without drama. Each time you choose discomfort on purpose, you weaken the part of you that demands comfort immediately. And that is mental strength. Comfort is a good servant, but a terrible master. Lesson 4. Don't beg reality to be different. Work with reality as it is. The Stoics called it amor fati, love of fate. Not love of pain, but love of growth. When plans break, don't ask why me, ask what now. That shift is everything. Why me makes you small. What now makes you effective. When you treat obstacles as training, you stop seeing life as an enemy and start seeing it as a gym. Lesson 5. Build an inner citadel. Your mood should not be rented out to strangers. Most people hand over their peace for free. A comment, a tone, a glance, a headline. The Stoic trains a protected center. Not numbness, clarity. You can care without collapsing. You can listen without absorbing. You can stay kind without surrendering your boundaries. Imagine a fortress inside you. The gates open only when you decide. Lesson 6. Replace complaining with strategy. Complaining feels honest, but it often hides powerlessness. The Stoics were brutally practical. If something can be improved, improve it. If it can't, endure it with style. Start catching the phrase "I hate this" and convert it into a plan. Here's what I can do in the next 10 minutes. Small actions restore dignity, and dignity restores calm. Lesson 7. Train your attention like a guard at the door. What you focus on grows. If you replay insults, you grow resentment. If you replay fear, you grow anxiety. So, use a simple filter. Is this useful? Not, is this interesting? Useful. A Stoic mind doesn't chase stimulation. It chooses direction. Protect your mornings. Protect your inputs. Silence is not emptiness. It's control of the channel. Lesson 8. Prepare for difficulty before it arrives. The Stoics used negative visualization. Not to be pessimistic, but to be ready. Imagine the meeting goes badly. Imagine the flight gets cancelled. Imagine someone misunderstands you. Then rehearse your response. Steady breathing, calm words, clear priorities. When the moment arrives, it won't feel like chaos. It will feel like practice. Preparation turns shock into familiarity. Lesson 9. Virtue is the goal, not applause. Mental strength is not being praised as strong. It is doing what is right when nobody sees it. Keeping your word. Owning mistakes quickly. Treating people fairly. Staying honest. If your identity is built on character, you don't need constant validation. You become unshakable because your center is internal. Now take a 3-step Stoic drill you can use today. First, pause. When something triggers you, pause for 1 breath. Second, label. Name what's happening. Pressure, ego, fear, impatience. Third, choose. Ask, what would my best self do next? Then do that, quietly. And remember, strength is not a mood, it's a habit. A calm face can hide a disciplined mind, and that discipline can be learned. You won't master it in a motivational surge. You build it in small moments, replying with restraint, finishing the task, walking away from useless conflict, returning to your principles when nobody is watching. Because the strongest person in the room is rarely the loudest. It's the one who can feel everything and still choose wisely.